Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. We are previewing Week 17 in the NFL. We're talking right now with Al McMordie from BigAl.com. And Al McMordie has a long history of success in the industry, handicapping all kinds of sports. But if you're just looking at his videos with us in the NFL this year, 15-7 against the spread. Right now he's going to cover St. Louis and Seattle. Al McMordie, thanks for being back with us.
Thanks, Peter. Happy holidays.
Oh, thank you. Happy holidays to you, too. All right, before we hear your take on St. Louis and Seattle, just give a quick overview of BigAl.com. The thing that impresses me most is how many different sports you have such a big record of success in. I mean, it's glamorous to do well in the NFL, but a lot of times the most profitable sports are like, NBA and NHL, which you have a great record in, right?
Yeah, that's true. Although at this time of the year, sometimes you just want to put a gun in your mouth because I'm working until 4 a.m. every morning,
right, yeah.
handicapping basketball, hockey, college basketball with, the 65 games every day. It's I tell you, this is by far the hardest time of year. I get no sleep, but yeah, it's worth it. You have to put in the long hours to find the soft lines, and the NBA is going great again. We just had a huge play yesterday on. We're recording this on Wednesday, so it was on Tuesday. We had our big 5-star player game of the month on the Houston Rockets against the Portland Trail Blazers, having another terrific NBA year. Last year, ranked number 4 by the Sports Monitor in the NBA. We also won in hockey. Last night we're now 22-9 with a push. Our last 32 on the ice. Last year we ranked number 1 in hockey at the Sports Monitor of Oklahoma City. So it's just been a really good run. We were number 1 in the NFL 3 seasons ago. Last year in the NFL we were 83-57. This year having another winning NFL year. We're currently on a 30-16 run in pro football. We were 8-2 in pro football last weekend. So. I'm not going to complain that it's going really well for us.
Okay, Al, I want to apologize. In the middle of our call there, Jeff Cadillac gave us a call. He's not. We have to give him a pass on that. He's not the sharpest knife in the shed, and so we have to cut him a little bit of slack.
Well, I'm sure he had no idea that we were on
No,
video.
He knew. We've told him many times. Nice guy, though, but I apologize for that. All right, so before we get to St. Louis and Seattle, just how does someone go and buy picks at your website?
Well, folks can go to their website, BigAl.com. I've been in business since 1992. Folks can get all our best plays by clicking on Picks for Sale, or if they'd like to just get the free plays, we've got 3 free winners online every day. Nothing to buy, no one to talk to, no strings attached. Just go to BigAl.com and click on Free Picks. 2 free winners every day from myself. 1 free play from Larry Ness at the homepage at BigAl.com. And then again, if folks want to buy our best selections, we have 14 handicappers at the website. Folks like myself, Hollywood Sports, Larry Ness, Scott Spreitzer, Tom Stryker, Brian Leonard, ASA, Wayne Root, Jim Feist, lots of great handicappers to choose from, and they can go online to BigAl.com and click on Picks for Sale.
Seattle and St. Louis is the second game you're going to cover here. Seattle is a 13-point home favorite. Totals 40 or 41.5. Seattle, of course, crushed Arizona, and Seattle is now turning into one of these is the classic Seattle team where they're just this enormous beast that you basically don't want to bet against in any situation, and they have a lot of fans who comment on our YouTube channel. So, I'm warning you, if you pick against Seattle here, I'm not saying I think you're going to, but if you do, be prepared for an enormous backlash because these guys, look, I previewed last week's game with Arizona with 2 different professional handicappers, right? Both of them picked Arizona. Both of them got slammed by like 30 or 40 different guys saying they were idiots, didn't know what they were talking about. Seattle was going to blow them out. They look stupid. Seattle, the posters on YouTube were absolutely right. I certainly wouldn't want to bet against him here. Maybe if I didn't want to take Seattle at minus 13, I'd take a shot with the under 41. Maybe Seattle play a little bit conservatively, looking ahead to the playoffs. St. Louis kind of just mailing it in. But what's your take on this game? Seattle minus 13 and the total 40.5 or 41?
Well, first of all, my take on those posters is they should get a life. I mean, usually when your team wins a championship, you're not insecure. When people are posting, stuff like that, that's usually a sign of insecurity. I mean, come on.
No, seriously. I've never seen anything like it. Like our Seattle videos get like 5 or 6 times the amount of comments as any other team. The Raiders get a lot too, but Seattle gets like 5 times the Raiders, and it just cascades in if someone picks against Seattle. They're just like, it's not like they say, well, I'm a Seattle fan. They're like, if you're picking against Seattle in this spot, you're an idiot, find a new occupation.
Well, hey, I guess I'm an idiot, but hey, it's true that Seattle needs to win on Sunday to get the number 1 seed in the playoffs along with the bye. And I've got no doubt that Seattle's not, they're going to win this game. They're favored by 13 points. I mean, that's not the issue here. The issue is whether or not they're going to cover the 13-point spread. And admittedly, Seattle looked once again like world beaters last week in that 35-6 win against Arizona. But Super Bowl champions generally do very poorly off wins by 20 or more points. Already this season, the Seattle Seahawks are 0-2 against the spread off wins by 20 or more, as they didn't cover the spread after their blowout wins over Green Bay and the New York Giants. And if you go back to October 23, 2011, Super Bowl champions are now 0-10, their last 10 against the spread off wins by 20 or more points. If you just look at the Seattle Seahawks themselves, they're 10-26 against the spread off wins by 3 touchdowns or more. So that doesn't really bode well for Seattle here. The other thing is Seattle's held their last 2 opponents to under 10 points a game on defense. And that's actually a negative indicator. Teams that have held their last 2 foes to under 10 a game, those teams are now 125 and 172 against the spread long term, going back to 1980, including 33 and 61 against division rivals and also favored in that division game. So that's a second reason I don't like Seattle here minus the points. And I'm going to take the St. Louis Rams in this game, and I'm going to take them plus the 13. So, bring it on. We'll take all the barbs we can get from your listeners and watchers.
You're going to hear it out. Look, maybe the Seattle fans don't necessarily think that Seattle's going to get a blowout win here. I find that incredibly hard to believe, but based on their response last week when guys picked Arizona getting all those points, you're gonna hear it, but hey, maybe you will prove them all wrong. And say what you want about Al. He's got a 15-7 against the spread record to back him up in our NFL videos this year. So we'll see how this turns out. Thanks so much, Al. Talk to you again very soon.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.